I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation, and this is a look at an unconventional use of my Chef's Path containers. Chef's Path containers are great BPA-free containers usually used for storing food, but I actually find that they work great for storing other things. And in particular, I'm using them to store hardware here at my workbench. So I've got my workbench set up, and often I think when you're working on a project, like I'm going to start to install some door stops in my house, you end up with different pieces. You end up with little screws and things like that. It's easy to get those lost. So I've been using the Chef's Path containers. I put that in there. I can close the lid if I want to and have everything I'm working on contained if I need to put it down. I also find that they're great for storing things longer term, like putting all your screws of a particular size in a container, having one to put CDs or manuals in if you're taking them out of boxes as you're unpacking things, to be able to store if I'm doing a lot of child proofing. So I use the containers also to store child proofing hardware and to sort those into different categories. And it's nice how, because it has this waterproof seal, you can lock these down on top. And probably not as important for this doorstop, but for many situations where you want to store something long term out in a garage, down in a basement, where you might have humidity, this keeps all of that out. So it makes your hardware, it avoids rusting, avoids having your manuals and paper items end up getting warped. And also these stack really nicely, so you can easily make good use of a shelf in a basement or a garage setting. And because you get a bunch of these Chef's Path containers in a box, you can easily organize a work area, very simply. And then because they are dishwasher safe, if you get them dusty, if you want to take stuff out and then clean them, it's very easy to just drop them in the dishwasher, making sure there's no oil or anything on them, but dropping them in the dishwasher, and then you can reuse them to store your next thing. You can also label them. It comes with labels. I haven't been labeling mine because it's pretty obvious looking through them since they're clear what you're storing. It's another nice thing about them. I think it just works really well for storing other stuff. You can also see using it in an art area. A lot of just really great uses beyond food for these Chef's Path containers.